Hi guys, Tour here with a new video, and this video will be my first episode of Zero to Hero. I would say the pilot video for the Zero to Hero, which is the choice that I've made. The class will be Warlock, and I most likely am going to play Destruction the most. I will be obviously playing all three specs, depending on the content I'm doing. If it's like PvP, like arenas, BGs, 2v2, 3v3, solo shuffle, solo queue RPGs, or even whenever I'm going to do Mythic Plus or Delves or Raids, I'm going to try to do and stick only to one character in the World Within because of the reasons I have said on the previous video, which is that I try to recapitulate the love I have for World of Warcraft, especially like retail World of Warcraft, because my love for Classic and Cataclysm and soon to be Mr. Pandaria, that kind of remains untouched. I do love these versions of the game because it feels like way more simpler, way more aesthetic, even because you have less things going on your screen whenever you're fighting or whenever you are dueling or whatever. Uh, like, okay, no problem. So I did lose my train of thought because of that mage that decided to just try to one shot me. It is what it is. Um, so the reason is that I'm going to stick to one character is, again, also time consuming. I don't want to be burnt out again in the War Within. The reason why I got burned out, so I'm going to enter the delve so I can be safe. The reason that I got burnt out in the War Within is most likely because I played all the characters like I have on my first account, like my primary account, which I probably will reactivate because I don't know. It depends on how I want to do the Zero to Hero, but I guess it's fine if I do that on a new character. But I'm very impatient. Like I really dislike leveling in retail. Um, I think it will be fun to just stick to one character because it's something I never done. Like I never stick to one character except maybe in classic. Whenever I feel like look, the leveling is really bad, and even then, I leveled like three characters. And by bad I mean like time consuming. I don't mind leveling in classic. I think it's part of the MMORPG feel. I feel like in retail, whenever you are leveling, it feels way less MMORPG feely. Um, Now, for the people that do watch my videos like often on a regular basis, you see something different on my screen, which is that I don't have a camera. My camera died, so it will there will be probably a few videos without camera, unfortunately. But I guess it would be okay since I am going to do some RP with the character. Right now it is like the intro, the pilot. I am not really RPing Warlock, but I will try to RP my way through the videos. So whenever I'm going to do arenas, RPGs, Mythic Plus, dungeons, whatever there is me being doing it, I'll try to RP a story around it and with like a specific voice. I'll try to voice over the Warlock style of voice, but we'll have to see. We'll try to keep it fun. Why did I choose Warlock? Now, Warlock, I did try to choose the class based on a few factors. I did make a poll, but that's more of an indication of like, I wanna make you guys like think about what character I might play. But why did I choose Warlock? Warlock was always my main since like a very long time. Like even in Shadowlands, even in Dragonflight, the highest rated characters I always had were Warlock specs. So if it was affliction, demonology warlock, or even destruction warlock, I also really love the fantasy of warlock, like having like like demons, having like fire abilities, having like shadow abilities, or even chaos abilities, being able to be casting big amount of damage, and feeling like you're doing the damage is really great. I do believe like the specs are doing fine, like design wise compared to other classes, which I will name like enhancement shaman and elemental shaman should have been the zero to hero kind of classes and specs you would expect from me, because I did make a lot of videos on them in Dragonflight and the War Within. But the issue is that I do not agree with the current design of Shaman, just in general. I don't like Restoration Shaman that lost their offensive power, which is Stormkeepers. Ever since they kept Stormkeeper away from Restoration Shaman, I did dislike it. Elemental Shaman, I feel like whenever I'm playing Cataclysm, and soon to be Miss Pandaria, I feel like their version of Elemental Shaman is way stronger, in my opinion, design wise. Not like power skill wise, I feel like Elemental Shaman currently is very strong, but like design wise, it feels that I am throwing too many meatballs for the damage I'm doing. I think it's more interesting to have like a cast ability, and sometimes you have a lava surge, sometimes, not every single time, but sometimes you have a lava surge and that makes a lot of damage. Like right now, a lava surge is like literally a bargain sell. You just too many, and too many is not good. And I think also like less is more, and I have that with enhancement shaman as well. I think wind fury procs. Since it procs like nearly every single time, it does no damage because it procs like every single time. So you don't really have that adrenaline rush you would get from like previous expansions, previous versions, like even classic versions, where even being like a two-handed enhancement shaman was a possibility. Now, obviously, in Cataclysm, Miss Pandaria, that is gone, and that was already gone. But I remember Wrath of the Lich King and Hasmushan two-hander. It is not like the most meta thing, but you could literally one-shot someone, and it is high risk, high reward kind of gameplay, because it is like feast or famine. But I like that, and that's also one of the reasons why I liked Enhancement Shaman back in the day. I feel also they dumbed down Feral Spirits like by a long shot. Feral Spirits were such a big CD, such a strong ability to press, that right now Feral Spirits, what they do is give you a damage amp and they give you more Maelstrom. That's it. And I don't feel like it's good. So that's again an apartheid about Shaman, but why Warlock? Warlock is consistently good across the board, like design wise. I feel like Affliction Warlock still has something that they need to get away from. It's like the Malefic Rupture kind of gameplay. They are stepping away from that, from like the multitude of things that you can do without spamming Malefic Rupture. But I still think like they could do way better with the designs of Affliction Warlock. I think Demonology Warlock, I wish I could turn myself into a demon like back in the day. But again, you have demon hunters now, so they don't want to like step into the same light, and it is it is what it is at the end of the day. But Destruction Warlock, very strong. I really appreciate it. Just in general, Cataclysm was probably one of the lowest points of Destruction Warlock whenever it comes to actual gameplay, because Chaos Bolt just does no damage. It feels like a pokey playstyle. It has burst, but it also doesn't have burst. Like Chaos Bolt goes through absorptions, which is fine, but if you want to deal damage, you want to like cast Incinerate because it does more damage in general. But once you have Mr. Pandaria, that changes, and since I want to have some crossover content, because I feel like people are going to play Warlock in retail, they are also going to play. Please, Bran, let me speak. They're also going to play most likely Warlock in Miss Pandaria, and I want to make videos as well on Miss Pandaria. So I saw an opportunity there. There were other options like Druid. There also Hunter. There was also like Paladin or DK. Like all those options were like legit. But I thought like, what character am I going to stick the most on the War Within, like without any issue? Because of like the gameplay, like 2v2, can you play double DPS? Can you play with a healer? 3v3, how are the comps? Can you play with a melee? Can you play with a spellcaster? Can you play dampening? Can you play more bursty? I feel like Warlock is the best ideal character for me. I feel also I like to be able to spam CC, so Fear is a spammable CC. That's why I'm not going to go Warrior, because I feel like it's less like of a CC oriented class. It is what it is. I like warrior, but I prefer warrior previous versions. I have the same problem with a lot of classes actually. I think warrior in Mists of Pandaria or in Cataclysm are just better versions of what a warrior should be. And even then, I would even go back to Wrath of the Lich King, and that is also a great version of warrior where you have to stance to get abilities off. That's what I also liked about warrior, and they kind of dumbed it down to the point where it just is a bonus towards your defense or towards your offense between battle stance or defensive stance, and if you're fury, it's berserker stance or defensive stance, which is unfortunate. But Warlock, I don't have that issue, and that's why I choose Warrior or Warlock. So Warlock, what you can expect from me is it is not really a zero to hero like student of the game kind of gameplay, because obviously I have been legend on Warlock in Dragonflight. I haven't really played too much Warlock in season 1, but the little I played, I had high MMR. I didn't play through with the CR because I stopped because of the queue times, but I felt like I was still at home with Warlock, with how he plays, with the TPs, with the portals, with like the cookies, with defensives that you can use. I know that right now Warlocks are not really the best class because obviously warriors are strong and warriors can kind of really step on Warlocks pretty easily, but I'm okay with that. Because I'm playing for also like just in general the class in all aspects in World of Warcraft. So I'm thinking about PvP, I'm also thinking about open world, I'm also thinking about PvE. That's something I haven't done on the channel, like purely a broad World of Warcraft experience. Now, like I said, I'm still hesitating. Do I really want to level from 70 to 80? Like, do I have the time for it? It will not take too much time, but obviously, like, I'm missing a lot of stuff. For example, the arena skirmish honor increase, I'm going to miss on that. Most likely, I could level it, like speed level it, but I'm also playing other stuff on this account. Like, I'm playing Cataclysm. I'm playing also. I want to play Classic, but I don't have time, to be fair. Like, I'll just wait for TVC. But like Mists of Pandaria, I look forward to. So once Mists of Pandaria is going to come out, I mean, retail is going to be having a bit less time from me. The good thing is it's in 2 months, so I hope I will have like a lot of progress for the zero to hero. I still wait on what the viewers would like to see. Personally, I know that I'm doing that like series for myself, and I will not try. I will try to not care too much about the view count, because I think like this is really just trying to make it fun for myself, trying to force myself into Mythic Plus, and if I'm liking it, it's good. If I'm not liking it, I'll make a video about why I don't like Mythic Plus. Same for raids, which is something I haven't done this expansion. And actually, I can't remember the last time I did a raid in retail, like a pure normal raid. I think it was Shadowlands, and even then, it was like for the tier sets, or something like that. I think it was even Raid Finder, which doesn't count. So I look forward to test all those things. If you have any suggestions on what you would like to see, please let me know. I am going to play Destruction Warlock, so that's not like a surprise. So I think a lot of people might like it or not, depending on what they view the specs are. I might test a full mastery build, I might test a full haste build. That's something I will like play around. And ideally with the RP, it will be making the videos a bit more dynamic. Obviously, like editing wise, I'm not like the best, but I'll try to do my best with the weapons I have at my disposal. Soon I'll have a new camera. The Razer key or whatever has failed me, but it did its time, so I did buy it in 2021, so I guess 4 years is a good span for a camera to live. Just need a new one now. So again, thank you for watching, have a great day, and see you next time. Bye.